Hello? Hey, everybody. Hey, come on out of that elevator, folks. Climb on into the elevator. What? Get out of the waiting room. Climb on into the elevator.
You're funny.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, everybody. It's me, Matt. Hi.
He's getting ready to kick you all out before he even let you in.
Yeah, get out. Everybody leave. There's no podcast this week. General Hospital was such bubkiss.
Such a bumpkiss. Huh?
There was nothing to talk about.
That's so funny.
Hey, everybody, get on out of that waiting room, folks. Climb on into the elevator. It's time to go all the way up to the 10th floor. We're going to talk about this week's General Hospital. I'm going to do it with my mama. Hey, mama. Hey, hi.
Hi there, son.
Hello, what's going on, y'all? Hey, what's going on? Hello, Marla.
Yeah.
So, hey, folks. Hey, get like I said, get in here. Get in here. We gotta. They put a water cooler in the elevator because we have to gather around it to talk.
There you go. I wonder if that's. Oh my gosh, you're such a millennial, Matt.
Nobody talks around the water cooler anymore.
I was just wondering, does everybody even understand that reference?
Oh God, I mean, our audience does. I guarantee you that.
That's
I
true.
guarantee you that. Those that are hanging out with us. Anyway, Ma, as always, it's not just us. We're gonna hang out with our friends, our Sunday morning friends, and talk about General Hospital. We're also going to talk about the Emmys.
Yes, we should.
And we're going to do that on the ascent here. So, hey, Kia. Hello, Chandra. Lola's mom is with us. Hello, Billy, Carolyn, Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Lee is here. Hello, Lee. Udak is with us. Hey, Udak. It's good to see you. Kelly, Marla, Michelle. Oh, goodness. Welcome, folks. Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome.
The elevator is packed.
The elevator is packed, and we're going to talk about the Emmys. All right, so there are some daytime Emmy nominations for the 52nd annual. We can't call it like the 2025 Emmys because that would be massively misrepresenting what it is they're actually giving awards for.
Right, because it is a calendar year of 24.
Right, January to December.
Exactly.
Right. So, you got to really think in your memory as to what it is that these actors were up to, that they might have submitted themselves for their nominations.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that kind of stuff. Like, okay, what was their big,
Hey,
what was
Jeannie.
their big scene? What was their big arc?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that on the General Hospital side of things, I would think it would be like the death of Sam. That was a pretty heavy, impactful thing that happened at the end of 2024.
It was.
Right? Didn't she die in 2024? She didn't die in 2025, did she?
No, I don't think so.
Because Lucky had been around.
Yes.
And she passed shortly after he showed up to town.
Yes.
So and then Jonathan Jackson nominated too. So isn't that interesting? What was he up to? What did he submit? Poker?
Oh. I did. See, I'm learning as we're talking because I don't necessarily know all the nominations.
Well, we're going to go over it in a
I
moment.
know that Jonathan was nominated for anything.
Well, let me help you out. I'm going to go ahead and hello, Autumn, and thank you very much. Goodness gracious, Autumn with a massive donation so early on here. Thank you, Autumn. And with a message. I'm going to go ahead and read it right now.
Okay.
Hey guys, love your channel. Well, thank you very much, Autumn. What Willow is doing to Michael and Sasha is not right. The gaslighting, but in her warped mind, it's everyone's fault for hers. Michael has tried to compromise with her leading up to the hearing. It's totally true. And I'm going to go ahead and circle those folks on my notes, and we'll make sure to talk about that first, Autumn, once we're done with the Emmys.
Yep.
Boom. There, now I've got control over Dante's mind.
There you
Protect
go.
me and my family, Dante. All right. Okay, so here, Ma. Let me go over the General Hospital nominees here for you. Okay. All
Okay.
right, Jen. I'm gonna even do a little search, so I can. Okay, the show itself, nominated for Outstanding Daytime Drama Series.
And if they win again, it would be their streak would be 5.
Yes, because they keep on winning.
They've
They're
won
also
the past 4 years.
They're also nominated for writing and directing. Actually, as a matter of fact, the 3 shows that are nominated for Best Series also share nominations in writing and directing.
Oh.
So Bold
Well,
and
that
Beautiful, you
makes
can go kick rocks, is what we're saying here.
Yeah.
And since Beyond the Gate started in February, they were not eligible for the ceremony at the end of this year. Okay, lead performance in a daytime drama series actress. We have 2 nominations from General Hospital: Nancy Lee Grahn as Alexis and Laura Wright as Carly.
And that's lead actress category.
And that is lead actress. So I would imagine Alexis, Nancy, that has to do. And Chandra said that Sam died in October. So I would imagine Alexis submitted Sam stuff. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, Carly always has stuff every year. So just take your pick, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure on that. But they're going up against a bunch of Young and the Restless actresses: Michelle Stafford, Eileen Davidson, Melissa Claire Egan, and Sharon Case.
Wow. Those are all big leads.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Kelly with a huge donation of her own in Canadian dollars. Thank you very much, Kelly, with a message here. Congrats to all the GH nominations.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to them. A special thank you for your hard work this year from the 10th floor. All right. Oh my gosh. And another one here. Lola's mom, thanks for the laughs every Sunday and have a great GH event. We are going to have so much coffee. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're going to be loaded to the gills with espresso, and I cannot wait to go live on YouTube in the parking lot talking about the event. Okay, lead performance in a daytime series actor. There seems to be only one General Hospital nomination, and that is Dominic Zamprogna as Dante Falconieri.
Now, I saw that category. Mm-hmm. Paul Telfer. Paul, please.
Yeah, going up against Paul Telfer, Greg Rickert, who is nominated for Young and the Rest. No, that must be an error here in this thing I'm reading. He must be nominated for Days. He has to be.
Well, he does have a
yeah, but he did. But his Y&R appearance was just like a brief thing for some wedding or a funeral or whatever. I don't think that would necessarily land as a.
Oh.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it is.
So it must be an error in what I'm looking at.
It might be. Yeah, it could be an error because how you found this list, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So Dominic, put some Eric Marstoff and Peter Bergman as Jack Abbott on The Young and the Restless, all nominated this year.
Now, I think the break for Brady in 24.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was thinking.
Hey, Bob Berry.
Was he messing with Xander's mom then?
Probably, but it's January all the way to December, so it could it also includes stuff that we have long forgotten because it was a year and a half ago.
Exactly.
I mean, this is the same time that Esme and Spencer were falling off a boat.
Yeah.
Right. So, whew.
Wow.
Let's see. What's next? Guest performance in a daytime drama series. There are 3 General Hospital nominations. Jacqueline Lopez as Blaze. Okay. Now, she wins. That's definitely a flag for Frank Valentini to pick up the phone.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the nomination is.
I mean, that's part of it, for sure. Allie Mills as Heather Weber. This is another nomination for her. I don't know if it was guest last time or supporting, but she's been nominated for Heather 3 times now.
Yeah, and I think in 24, at the beginning of 24, is that when, she was discovered to be the killer?
I'm really not sure where it all lines up. I wish I knew better, but I don't. And, I'm not going to do research ahead of time to find out. That's not me. Well, I mean, what we need is a producer. If we had a producer who's like, oh, the Emmys are out, so here's facts. And then they email us the facts because the Emmy nominations are out, and obviously we're going to talk about them. That would be really helpful, but we don't have a producer like that.
We sure don't.
And then Avery Kristen Pohl as Esme was nominated this year as well.
Oh! Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh!
I mean, with those chameleon eyes that she had, where they would just go off in the other, just do these.
Oh, I hope she wins, actually. I hope she wins.
I mean, it would be really.
I love Allie Mills. I love Heather.
Yeah.
I love watching Heather. She's just fun.
UDEX says, Sam, go ahead.
But I would like Esme to win.
Yes. Yes. So that's your pick of those. Well, also going up is Lyndon Ashby from Young and the Restless, Clint Howard from Bold and the Beautiful. And Clint Howard, oh, that's Ron Howard's brother. This is the bald guy from Star Trek. And Valerie Pettiford from Young and the Restless as Amy Lewis. Udak says, if Blaze wins, that's the ultimate soap opera face slap. You know, I heard from we'll call it a reliable source, we'll say, that there were some personality clashes that led to General Hospital maybe needing to take a step away from that particular pairing and kind of readdress the situation and see what to do next. And unfortunately, one was on contract and the other one wasn't.
Oh, well,
you know, but we'll see. Who knows what's true? I don't.
right.
I don't. But hey, like I said, if she winds up winning, oh gosh. And folks, come hang out with us at like 1:30 today, and we'll talk about Susan Seaforth Hayes, because there was a lot of talk this year about how she wasn't nominated. She had submitted, and there's been some public statements over the fact that she was not nominated. So come and get our opinion at the front of that at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. And then there's also there's a new category here, and it didn't come up on my list, so let me see if I can find it. And it's the emerging, emerging act. So anybody who's on their very first contract, no matter their age, the Emerging Talent in a Daytime Drama Series award.
Okay.
So instead of having the Young Actor Award, like the because it got real confusing, you know, like there was controversy with.
So the Young Actor Award's gone?
That's been gone. It wasn't around last year.
Oh, okay.
That's why Nicholas Alexander Chavez put himself up for supporting and didn't win.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shady Sunday here because James is talking about the Emmys right now. Anyway, where am I going with this? So they don't have that category, no Younger Actor Award, but they do have Emerging Artist, Emerging Talent Award that they've done, and this is for anybody that's on their first contract, is from my understanding.
All right. So yeah. So you could be young or old or in between.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to find a list of those to see if we got any GH ones for that. I guess we don't have nominees specific. I don't know. Anyway, maybe the chat can help us figure that part out. I guess there's some speculations here, but in my quick search, I'm not going to be able to find a official nominee list. So maybe somebody else can help us out with that if it's even real. What if it's wrong, Mom? What if there's a wolf out there in Emmy's clothing lying to me?
Maybe.
I need you to protect me from the liars.
You know how there's several, like, on the lead actor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wondered, did Maurice not submit? Did some people just not submit because you would think that Maurice might be on there?
Yeah.
And he's not. So did he not submit? And I wonder if Steve Burton submits.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. I don't know.
Oh, Chandra's going to send me a site. It's going to help us out here. She's trying to include a link. Autumn with another donation. Thank you very much, Autumn. And another statement about General Hospital. And another thing, Autumn says, climbing back onto her soapbox. As I click this link that Chandra gave me. Go to site. Okay, and another thing with Willow. Once this gaslighting plot of hers comes out, she's not getting her kids. That's dead. Oh, she must mean that's dead in the water. Like, she's no chance in hell she's going to be able to get her kids back. And one more thing. Why doesn't Curtis record all of his conversations with Drew to get his upper hand on them? Autumn, we're going to get into all that and more in just 1 second once we finish talking about these nominations. Once we finish. Okay, scrolling down. Ooh, this is very, very visual. Thank you very much, Chandra. There's so many Emmys, Mom.
Yeah?
Yes. I mean, past just what we're interested in. Here we go. I didn't get into the supporting. So, supporting actor in a daytime drama. All right, from General Hospital, we got Taj Bello as TJ. So that's the whole my sister-in-law's carrying my baby thing.
Yes. Yes.
Jonathan Jackson is Lucky, and Gregory Harrison is Gregory Chase. I would give it to Gregory Chase, to be honest. I would hand that man an Emmy in a heartbeat.
I would too.
If somebody slid me that ballot, check mark Gregory Harrison.
I would too.
I would hover over Blake Barris for just a moment because I thought because he's been nominated as Britt.
Yeah.
On Days of Our Lives. And I thought that, his demise, he died twice, and I thought that was really good. And then Michael Grizalde as Daniel on Young and Restless has been nominated as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. UNX says, I don't remember any significant Sunny storylines that deserve a nomination. Egypt's kind of, treading water, holding things down, doing his normal Sunny thing, right? Nothing necessarily that stands out. Here we go, emerging talent. Anna Lynn McCord as Kat on Days. Holly from Days. Some dude named Remy from Bold. Luna from Bold. And Fifi from The Bay.
Huh.
So, go find your podcasts that cover those shows. But nobody from GH on that one.
Nobody from GH.
Nope.
And the only one I know is Kat.
Yes. And then the supporting actress in a daytime. General Hospital has one nomination with Kate Manzi as Christina Corinthos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Emily O'Brien, that's nice to see, So we'll talk about the other nominations, the Days of Our Lives nominations at 1:30. But of that, like I said, you would hand it to Paul Telfer when it comes to Best Actor. So go get stuffed, Dante, is what you're saying.
I just.
You thought his stuff was great last year.
I did.
And I do too. I would hand the daytime drama series actor to Gregory Chase, like I said. I wouldn't give the supporting performance to Kate Manzi. I would pick a Lindsay Godfrey over her, I think. When it comes to lead performance, I'm with you. I really like Paul Telfer. Just to go over it real quick. Daytime actress, I think that General Hospital has a strong chance of being able to walk away with this. This could actually be Nancy Lee's year.
It could be.
Just given the content, the longevity of her career, how long it's been since she's won her last Emmy, this, that, and the other thing. It's just, it's one of those things where, you're looking at the ballot with your number 2 pencil about to fill in the bubble. Mm-hmm. As they stick the Scantron in for counting. Shauna disagrees. Shauna thinks that Dominic and Nancy should both win. And then I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point that General Hospital is going to be winning the best show category.
I would think so.
With Fido having gone over to Beyond the Gates for a little while, I'm not sure if they're going to win best directing. Let's just be real.
No.
Disparaging remarks to the other directors on General Hospital. How do you feel about that, folks? Trying to start a director's war. Trying to get under the skin of Fido's friends. Trying to light a fire in their pants, make them do better.
Make them do better.
Oh goodness. Okay, all right. You what chat? You got anything else to say about the Emmys? Anything else you want us to? You got a question for us? What do you think we think? I don't know. Mm-hmm. UDAC thinks that Gregory Harrison should win.
I agree.
I love the Laura stuff with Sam. I love Laura, but the stuff with Sam, says Jeannie. Nancy Lee. Love Laura right, but it's the Nancy Lee stuff with Sam that's really getting it for her.
It was good. Maybe this is Nancy's year. Maybe.
I think it might be because she's had a lot of solid years leading up to this. I know that Alexis isn't your favorite character. We talked about that kind of at length last week, and you talked about it with James on the round table. Will you apply to work for the red carpet? We 100% will apply to work for the red carpet. What is the date? Is there a date on this thing?
We got denied last.
Well, we got invited and Jeez, Carolyn, like your wallet must be so light. Now, goodness, thank you so much, Carolyn, for the biggest donation of the day, with $50 whopping dollars.
Wow!
Going straight into the YouTube account. Have fun at the GH convention, Carolyn. The McDonald's that we are going to fatten ourselves with. Sponsored by Carolyn. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My goodness.
Gosh,
generosity is No,
It's over the charts, man. It's off the charts,
it
honestly. It's
is.
just, it's
It
too
is.
much. It's
It
too
is. It is.
much. It's not enough, actually. Keep it coming. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think Mo and Steve didn't submit for Dom to get the nomination, says Shauna. I'm really not sure because they're like Drake Hogestyn, for example, classically never submitted. That's why he never won. You know, he kind of became legendary for just a guy that's been on for 40 years and nobody, you know, never with the trophy. So I don't know who is doing it, who's not, how contentious it is, what a battle it is for the people with the nomination ballots. I know that James is one of the part of the voting committee for the daytime Emmys, but not necessarily in the soap categories, just kind of in other things. Which is interesting. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun if the daytime Emmys reached out to anybody with like over 1,500 subscribers on YouTube, for example, and it's like, hey, here's the soap categories. All you
That would be fun.
combined, you know, make a vote. You know,
That would be fun. Wouldn't it?
you
That
know,
would be fun.
like the Dancing with the Stars call-ins, where it just doesn't matter unless they really need to like eke somebody out. Well, Chandra says that the 10th floor chat is the best in the business, and it's because of people like you folks.
Absolutely.
We're not in the chat. We're just sitting here chit-chatting in the video part. Hey there, Queen of the South. Welcome to the show. Is it the fan club or the convention? It is the fan club event. The convention hasn't happened in like the last 2 years, I want to say.
Yeah, the last time they had the convention, and the convention was so cool because if you bought the higher price ticket, you got to go on a set tour.
On a set
Man,
tour, and
man,
that was really cool.
fun.
So I mean,
was
two
really
things. You know, so the convention, you had access to all of the panels, all of the Q&As. Everybody, you got to hang out with the cast, quote unquote, as an audience, watching them talk to each other. You got to see them all for like an hour in different pairings, and it would be moderated by Michael Fairman, and they would talk about the show and the experience and the story and this, that, and the other thing. And beyond that, they would have the autograph sessions, which, you know, it's neat. You get a little autograph, but they didn't do pictures. Pictures was separate. So it was very fractured and very with modular. It was a modular experience, I guess. But
Yes.
you got to see the main Q&A. So you got to see at least the entire cast, even if you didn't walk away with anything. The main draw was the set tour. With the GH fan club event, it's even more broken apart, but you get a more intimate, I guess we'll say, experience with the cast. So instead of being an audience for this whole thing, where you get to watch everybody just talk to each other, you get to spend a couple of hours just like in the same room with them.
Yeah.
is from my understanding.
Chitty chatty, you know.
And everybody's got a different thing, you know, a theme, a this, a that, the other thing. There's even this auction or whatever that's going on where you could submit a scene that you wrote, and Portia and Jordan will act it out for you if you win.
That's
You
cool.
know, little things like that.
Yeah.
And Tracy with another donation as well. Thank you very much, Tracy. Littler but mighty, just as strong. Tracy, thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, Tracy. So Maura and Cynthia are doing a 80s, 90s dance party thing. That's their theme. That's what
Yeah.
they're doing. And we are going to that.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun.
We're
Can't
going
wait.
to that.
I can't wait for that, to be honest.
And we're going to go see Chase in Brooklyn.
We are. And hopefully they'll still be together by the time we get to go hang out with them.
Yes. And we're gonna go to the main event.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to the kickoff party.
Yeah, it's going to be super awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
That's the stuff we're going to.
Udak says the tour would be worth it, and it really was. Like, honestly,
It was.
It was really cool. So Udak, actually, if you go to our Twitter page, you'll see all sorts of different pictures. You'll have to scroll down the media tab quite a ways, but you'll see all sorts of pictures from the Q&A and also the things that we shared from the set tour as well. Close-ups of the vending machine at General Hospital, that sort of
We
stuff.
took a lot of. There's a lot of pictures on there.
There's a mess ton of pictures. Now, like I said, you got to do some scrolling, but they're all
Yeah,
there.
you got
Anybody
it.
else too? Not just you, Dak. Anybody else? Go to the Twitter page at 10th Floor GH. Give us a follow while you're there as well. Hey, Daisy. All right, Ma, let's get into the show. Hello, Double C.
Get to the show.
Let's get into
All
the
right.
show. I circled it. We're going to talk about it first. Michael.
Michael.
Michael,
Willow, the
Sasha,
whole thing.
Willow, Michael, Sasha, Willow. Drew not on this week. He's in D.C., thank God.
No, he came into town once. He came back at the end of the week, didn't he?
If he did, I don't remember. It wasn't on Friday. It might have been on Thursday or something. I don't know, whatever. Regardless, I didn't see him, and that was good for me.
That was good for
That
you?
was good for me. You know, sometimes I need a break. Matt, are you going to video the events? I don't know exactly what's allowed, so we'll see. We'll see. I can't imagine that they would allow me to like set up a tripod and a camera and be like, I'm just keeping this. I can't imagine that I can do that. We'll see.
Yeah. We have to follow the rules, whatever.
Yeah, I just don't know what the rules are yet, you know. So we'll see. So Michael, all of them, Sasha, Willow, crazy. So we got the revelation that anchored the suspicion.
We did.
That Willow is the one that's been messing with Daisy. Now, it's being referred to as the gaslighting by the fandom. It's been mentioned a couple of times in the chat. It's been mentioned by Kai Wan in messages to us on the Twitter page. And I just brought it up now. Gaslighting is when you are trying to convince somebody that they're the crazy one
Right.
when you're doing something.
So she's trying to mess with Sasha's psychology.
Well, here's the question: is Willow truly in the true definition of gaslighting, intentionally trying to make Sasha feel like she's losing touch?
Uh-huh.
Or is Willow the one who has already lost touch and doesn't quite realize or understand what it is she's doing while she's in a hypnotic state?
Well, she was talking to Daisy though, and she was explaining why she was doing this. It's all about trying to hurt Michael, trying to hurt Sasha.
So it is the gaslighting.
Yeah.
So it is the gaslighting. I feel like I might have missed Thursday, everybody. I feel like I missed Thursday.
You did. Anyway, you know, she was explaining she told Daisy they deserve this.
Thank you very much for your donation, Rebecca, as well. With a question here, will you post on other sites? I deleted my Twitter, and yes, I'm trying my hardest to do this, and it really doesn't take much more time than it does to just post a 1 to post a 3, because you just copy and paste it.
You can just put all those pictures on our 10th Facebook page.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, I should, is what I'm saying, Rebecca, because it's not hard. I just don't. So I really need to endeavor to, because people did leave Musktown because it smells bad there. It's musky. So yeah, I got to do better on that, Rebecca, and I will try to do that for you specifically, Rebecca, for you.
Yep.
Okay, so I clearly missed Thursday where Willow explained to a baby her entire, I'm doing this on purpose to F with Sasha because I hate her so much.
Yeah, well, she was talking to the baby and trying to justify her behavior. What she was doing.
Because Michael, as she said later on, Michael gets Wiley and Amelia and gets the whole Daisy while my arms are empty.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
and I do think that Willow's losing her touch.
She's losing her marbles.
Because Willow's always been kind of, you know, she's always been like that, but she's not been mean in the past.
No, but now she is.
Never had a mean streak, and this is mean.
Well, she's a Reeves at heart, Ma. I think that we're really figuring that out. She's just like Madeline. She's just like Nina. She's just like Nell.
Exactly.
And she's just like Liesl Obrecht.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Vita. Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh. So, Michael holding down the fort, though, we got to say here. Okay, Michael's just walking around from scene to scene, problem to problem, ally to ally. As like new Michael, all right? Not toothpaste Michael.
I I don't know. Our description of Batman just really it nails it.
Well,
Actually,
now he's fighting for the honor of everyone around him. I'm going to defend the rights of Brooklyn, Curtis, Sasha, and I'm going to be deep-voiced and deeply understanding the entire time.
yeah,
Here's the thing, though, Ma. Roy Gibson gives me don't step up to me energy, all right? I didn't get that from Chad Duell. Nothing against Chad Duell. He was Michael for a very, very long time. But this guy, I feel like if you walked up to Roy Gibson's Michael and been like, hey, Michael, I hate you, he'd just punch you. You know, I didn't get that from Chad
yes,
Duell.
he's got this new Michael has got a different kind of energy.
It's like, Roy Gibson did,
Different
he's
kind
done
of
interview, he's done interview. Anybody who joins the cast of General Hospital in a prominent role is very excited to do so. And so they do the interview tour, and they get the Michael Fairmans and the soap digests and this, that, and the other thing. Like, if you're a daytime actor, it's like joining the Yankees for people who like baseball.
He was on with Stephen Bradford recently.
Right, you do the whole thing. It's just it's a new echelon of your daytime career. There's something about General Hospital that's, yeah, it's a soap. Yeah, it's still daytime. Yeah, it might not necessarily break out further in conversation or in mainstream than any other daytime, but there's something about the bubble of daytime that's like a status if you get up on General Hospital, right?
Right.
So he's done the tours and he's very excited, and he shared ways that he's approached the character and research that he did, and something that he leaned on more so, I would say, than Chad Duell is the fact that the influence that people like Jason and Sonny would have had on Michael growing up.
Well, I with Rory's Michael, he does have like a little stone coldness in him.
Yeah. And a thing that he walked away from was with understanding the Michael and Jason relationship wasn't, oh, that's my Uncle Jason. It's, oh, that's my dad, Jason. Like my get S done dad.
Yeah.
And so there's something about that relationship, I guess, that's informing the acting choices.
Right.
Of Rory Gibson as Michael, and it's feeding into kind of like that ability to even step up to Lulu to a degree, not in any physical way, but to be that physical barrier, to be like, no, I don't really know what's going on, but I don't like the tone.
Right.
I don't like how you're talking to my cousin. You're not my cousin. Well, you're kind of my cousin.
I know.
All right. But she's more of a closer cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So. You're like the third cousin half removed because you're Luke's kid, and my mom was Luke's niece, so that makes you like not.
And you woke up and you didn't even say hi.
And you didn't even come to say hello. You didn't go to Germany, all right, to check on me in the burn clinic. By the way, my skin is perfect.
He's funny. Yeah, he's different than Chad.
He's different.
Also, Rory has he's just more menacing. He's more serious.
Far more serious. Like sincerely, like
he's sexier. He's sexier.
He's also way more expensive. They have to spend so much makeup. Like Michael needs to go and be like, you know what, Jason? I think I need some tattoos. So they could just stop spending the money. Because he was out there in short sleeves, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. Because they got to cover the bro band.
Yeah, I would like to actually. I've not seen it, so I would like to see it. I see a picture of him, with his tattoo. Because until you told me, I didn't even know they were doing body makeup.
Yeah. Maybe I can show you here real quick. Maybe I can pull it up all on the Instagram. While I read the chat. Imagine if redheaded Michael, says Chandra. Imagine if redheaded Michael was still on the show. He'd be like Rory.
You know what? I was wondering, man. I was wondering when we go to the fan club thing. A lot of times, like they say that in the kickoff party, a lot of times past actors.
Yeah.
Come to this thing quite often. The kickoff party is good for old characters come back, old actors come back for this fit. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dylan Cash was there.
Wouldn't that be something, though? Wouldn't that be something? All right,
I
all right.
want if he's there, I'm gonna have to ask him if he stinking remembers us from
It
the
doesn't
hotel.
work. I'll show you at some point. But he's got a number of he's got like an armband, and it's very like a solid black armband.
Oh, okay,
And he's
okay.
got like some runes or something, some sort of like Nordic maybe inspired something. I'm not sure
Mhm.
exactly, but yeah,
Obviously,
it's
they think it's going to be way too distracting, and as his character
I think
looks
yeah,
like he's it's
I
distracting.
really think that it's just because he's playing Michael. If he was playing somebody else, they might have let it slide. But given the fact that he's Michael, Michael wouldn't have gotten a tattoo. Plus, he
Right,
was away at the burn clinic. What are you going to
right.
do? Get your skin repaired and tattooed right after? That doesn't make any narrative
Exactly,
sense. So,
exactly.
all of that.
Where
Hey,
with
Dawn.
where with Steve's sleeve, well, it's different. His character was gone for
He
a
was
long time, and
gone.
he wasn't recovering from any. Well, he was recovering, but for a long time of his
Yeah.
being gone, he was living a life.
He could have had a tattoo. He could have been
Yes.
tattooed, and he was thinking about Carly the entire time. It's what kept me grounded. Hey, Don, welcome to the show. Glad you're able to come. It's his first time he's been able to hang out with us live. So, hey,
Oh, awesome.
hey,
Awesome.
hey.
Well, welcome, welcome.
Or he had tats to cover his burns. Well, that's what we'll go with, Chandra. At some point, we're gonna find out that there's some scarring we just haven't seen yet. That he wants to go ahead and hide
They
with the
could, they
tattoos.
could, they could do that. They could do that.
But they've already done the whole like we need to show off Roy Gibson's physique, so they've already done the whole Metro Court pool in the water thing, all that stuff with him immediately,
Yeah.
to the point where it's like burn clinic. What? How many
Yeah.
percent? How much percent of your body? Who?
Yeah.
And then when they were taking the top
He
layer
got
of my
some
skin
beautiful
off to
skin, doesn't
prevent
he?
all the scarring, it was excruciating. Oh goodness gracious, McGillicuddy and stuff.
Um, so yeah, I think Willow has lost her marbles a little bit.
She's definitely sliding into true villainy, is she
And
not?
is Sasha really leaving? Is
That's
Sasha
I guess
leaving?
that's the thing. I've tried my best to shield myself from these things as much as possible, especially when it comes to like a comings and goings. When it comes to Sasha or anybody that I find to be like prominent in the show. So me hearing about Natalia going is
Yeah,
was not like I was surprised that it's launching into so much story, to be honest, because I'm like, okay, like that, okay, foregone conclusion, Natalia's gonna go. Okay, that's not surprising to me,
mhm,
right?
right.
But to hear that Sasha may or may not be going, and rumor is heavily leaning to the side that she is. That's more spoilery to me because she's so active, so prominent. Things are going on. Like it really informs what the plot of the show is going to be
Right.
going forward, knowing who's coming and going when it comes to that. With
And my
Natalia,
thing is,
I still had a measure of surprise because yes, I knew she was going, but here's all of this launching stuff. When it comes to
right.
Sasha leaving, that to me doesn't sound like a launch. That sounds like a gap.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. Well, time will tell. People seem very certain that she is and already has left. So I just don't know. I also don't know why. Because we've been sitting here on this podcast going, Sasha's a damn lead.
I
You
know.
know, so I don't know. I don't know what reasoning. And this isn't to be disparaging or mean or to call in the judgment or the question of the choices of anybody, but I don't see the point. I don't see a creative reason, and I don't see a show reason for either party to make the decision. So it must be a personal reason.
Yeah, it must be her, saying maybe she wants to spend more time at home.
She could want to be a mama for real.
She got little babies.
Maybe she wants to be Don says he's been cast as the new Sasha. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Don is the new Sasha. This is Don Don, not Dawn.
Hmm.
For those watching at home, Dawn. Won't
Well,
be
I
long.
don't, I wonder though. I wonder if Sasha really leaves town, are Sasha's just going to not be on the show for a bit? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would, it doesn't make sense to me that Sasha should be gone because it's like almost in the middle of an arc.
Right. So maybe she's going to go, and then they'll say that she's in hiding for a little bit while they try to see if Sophia Mattsson's going to come back. And maybe they'll recast. Maybe they'll recast Sasha, and we'll see Roger Howarth come back on, and he'll be the new Sasha Gilmore. And he'll be toting around a 3-year-old. Little Sora's to Daisy.
Yeah, you're so
Ted King.
silly.
Ted King. He went to the set. Remember when Ted King went to the set? He can be the new Sasha.
There you go.
There we go. Figured it all out.
So, and Michael was talking about going with her. Michael can't go with her.
I'm gonna go to Belize with you. He's gonna do the Natalia dream. They're gonna go and start a new life in Belize.
He can't
in
do
hiding.
that. He really can't take Wiley. He can't take Wiley and Amelia and go move away now. He can't do that.
He's got sole custody. What's stopping him?
Well, that's going to be revisited, though, on August 1st.
That don't mean he can't leave town. He's got sole custody.
Yeah, he does.
Now, if they say, hey, you got to share, then maybe they'll be like, all right, you got to figure something
Well,
out.
I tell you what, if Willow gets caught before August 1st moving around that
Well, she will be, of course.
she ain't going to get no visitation if she gets caught. And I do think she's going to get caught. Someone's going to see her.
Yeah, it's going to be
Somebody's
Leo.
going to see her.
Who is it that was it Leo that kept on running across stuff that he shouldn't know, or was it Danny or somebody that just kept on collecting secrets?
Yes. I would love to see Tracy catch her.
It would be great to see Sasha catch her, or Holly and Robert, or just anybody, just anybody, and then they do the big fight, and she falls out a window. We haven't had a good window fall in a year.
Oh yeah, we need another window fall, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Sasha
Yeah.
hasn't left Port Charles yet. Not on the show. I was saying in the filming schedule of the actors.
Yeah.
She may or may
But
not
on
be
Friday, she
already
was
out of there.
leaving, and Jason was helping them get her moved, and
Mm-hmm.
and Willow's gonna love that. But maybe she'll get caught. Maybe she's gonna go to Daisy to say goodbye. She's gonna get caught.
She can get caught. Yeah, she can get caught. Maybe it'll be Rocco. They'd use Rocco for a lot of stuff now. Mm-hmm. Yep. It was James. Thank you, Daisy. It was James that was collecting secrets. Yeah, so it'll be James. James will waddle in. He'll be in a little cowboy gear with a little pop gun and be like, hey, what? Willow, what are you doing here? And she'll be like, what are you doing here, James? I'm hanging out. I like Wiley. We're best friends.
Yep.
Send Willow to Shady Brook. Yes, for her to be alone in a padded cell. Just going, where are my children? Where are my children? Where are my children? Amelia. I'm going to move to Wiley, Texas. Yeah, says Kaiwan. Yeah, I feel like Sasha can't get thrown out the window because Sasha is an idiot. What? Oh, Sasha's the best Sasha's a bad best friend. # Team Willow. I guess Kaiwan is Team Willow, huh?
I was hoping that Willow gets caught, and then Sasha knows what's going on, and she doesn't leave because she no longer needs to.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's probably not what's going to happen.
Well, so she's going to go so deep into hiding they can't find her. I revisited that whole Hayden. Remember Hayden Barnes? She's the mother of Violet.
Yes.
Yeah, she's Elizabeth's sister.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember Hayden. So you remember how she went into hiding, right? And they couldn't find her because she went so deep into hiding they couldn't find her because of the whole Nicholas situation. All right, fast forward a couple of months and stuff. All right, there's a throwaway conversation, I think between Nicholas and Victor, because Victor was the secret, quiet benefactor of Nicholas, keeping him alive and full of money while he was in hiding in Europe. Victor was behind that, right? Uh-huh. And they'd mentioned Hayden. And Charles Shaughnessy as Victor was like, oh, don't worry about that, Lucien. She's been well taken care of. Hayden's dead, folks.
Looks like it, huh?
A throwaway line in the middle of some random conversation that I stumbled across when I was reading about Charles Shaughnessy. Hayden is dead. Don't expect her to come back. All right.
Oh.
But Sasha, on the other hand, she could go
Speaking of
into
Rebecca
deep cover.
Pudding, though.
Oh, yes. What about her? She does a podcast, right?
Yeah, she and Eckert are doing it together.
Greg Rickert.
Yeah, why do I keep on doing that?
Because you want to call him Rick Rickert.
Yeah,
Hi, it's Rick Rickert with your weather report.
Why do I do that?
Because you want him to be a news anchor, Rick Rickert.
I haven't seen it. However, I did see that they're doing it. They just started it.
Now, yes.
It's about soap operas.
It's a soap thing, and I think it's even done by NBC too, or done by CBS and not NBC, which I think is interesting. Yeah, but whatever. I haven't listened to it, so folks,
CBS is the most invested in soap operas.
Right, I'm just saying that, but of the cast, the people that they cast for their podcast, I just find it interesting that it's those two. That's all. Because I mean, I don't know what Rebecca Pudding's at. She could be on The Young and the Restless right now, for all I know. But she's always been an ABC actress to me. And then Greg, I know that he did a bunch of Young and the Restless, but he's over on Days right now. So it's just interesting to me. That's all. Nell needs to return, says Dawn. And I agree. I think Nell needs to return. Now, we're talking about people in a mask before, right? People are like, ooh, Shiloh should be a Drew in a mask, right? No, okay. Willow's doing all this crap because Willow was Nell in a mask, and Willow went over and fell off a cliff and landed in the, Pennsylvania side of the Kentucky River or whatever the hell it was.
Oh my gosh.
I've been effing you with you the whole time, Carly. I think she's on Bold, says Chandra. All right. Oh, she's on Young and the Restless now, says Lee. Rebecca Pudding will not call one place home, I will tell you that.
Oh, she's rolling stone. She's rolling stone, that girl.
LaShawn agrees, though, that Shiloh is not alive. Willow identified his body in General Hospital. And, LaShawn, I'm sure you know that we have talked recently that once you see the body in the GH morgue, it's pretty unlikely that character is going to be coming back.
Yeah, it's gonna have to, it would take some David Hayward nonsense to
resurrection juice. I'm saving you in the last inches. See, you have to understand. This is me as Dr. David Hayward. You have to understand. They were all on the very brink of death. I saved them in their last moments with my resurrection juice and put them in the secret lab waiting for this series to come to an end.
Well, I want Professor Dalton to have some secret stuff.
100,000%. Here we go, folks. All right, we got Rocco sending emails on one side. Hello, email being our cover art. Not a character, but an email. Hello, Dr. Obrecht.
I used to be your grandson.
Yeah,
That's what it
so
said.
good.
That's what the email said.
I don't know if you know me. I don't know if I met you, but I used to be your grandson. Because I can't put it down, all right? I need to know about this woman that chose me. Now, I get it, all right, Rocco? I get it. Son, sit down. Let's talk. I get it, okay? There's this big question inside. It isn't, do my parents love me today? No. Do I have a place in the family today? No. The question that you're answering is why me? Now, why me? Why? There were multiple feti. My brothers and sisters are still in a refrigerator somewhere, and I really hope that is where this story is going.
I don't remember. See, I don't recall back then how many they had.
I don't know how many they had,
said
but there are
then.
multiple. I know that there were multiple because they found in the conversation that they had with Rocco explaining the situation, we found that one of them was missing when we went to go get one.
Yes.
And that turned out to be you, son. The big question in Rocco is, I'm me because that lady picked me, not because you picked me. You didn't look through the fetuses or open up the drawer and say, I want sample number 4. You didn't make that choice. She stole that one. She stole the one she thought you would notice.
Yeah.
That's my crisis right now. And I do want it to lead into what happened to the other ones? Because any one of those could have been picked rather than me. So they're, in my heart and mind, could very well be the one that's alive today. So they're alive in my heart. Where are they? I would explore it.
Did you see him? Did you see the conversation with his grandma?
Yes, that was on Friday.
Oh, it was so good. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
I think that she put things in great perspective.
I think she did too. And I think she, I thought she made him feel better, actually.
Yeah.
I think
Like I
she made
said,
him feel a lot better.
I don't think there's doubt in his mind right now about like the love that exists or his place in the family. The question is why? Why that one? And maybe by talking to Obrecht, I can get some insight into why Britta opened the drawer and picked the third sample down from the left instead of the fourth from the right. Like that's where my head's at with the story. It hasn't really been
Well,
explicitly said in the
I
show.
love that he's wrote her an email, and I know that Dr. O's on her way.
So she'll be on her way. We're going to get to a point where she's on her way and she's been like, oh, I've just been traveling all over the place. I've been just living my single life. Where's Scotty? Right? She's going to be doing all of it, right? But in reality, she's been working with Professor Dalton in his lab for Emma with her swiped master key to go click, 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 open the door. And who's there in a lab coat leaning over a body but Dr. O.
I can't wait. I hope something like that happens.
At the same time that Dalton's
Emma did steal the key, didn't she?
She sure did.
Yeah, she did.
She sure did. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. And I also do. I got to give it to Vaughn. Vaughn's a savvy agent out there. Okay, because he's there. He's meeting Anna, and he's like, oh, okay, whew, all right, okay. So the heat's on in about 4 seconds. I gotta. We're abandoning the plan, Jocelyn. This isn't gonna work. Anna's too smart.
Right.
Because Anna's like, so, Emma, huh? Okay, all right, yeah. I can smell the WSB questioning. I gotta go.
Yeah. I loved Anna though. She just would not. She had a pin on him, and she would not let up. Jocelyn had to come in there and have a diversion.
Yeah.
She had to.
Oh yeah.
Jocelyn, and she really thinks on her feet.
She does a good job. I just wish that her fake acting was just not so phony. Like her regular acting as Jocelyn is great, but when Jocelyn is putting on a show for the public, it comes off as phony, and I don't want that. I want it to be more convincing because I want everybody to be convinced.
So you want her to be smoother.
Yeah, I want her to be smoother with it, and less just like, oh, well, here's an attitude nobody's ever seen from me before. You're a janitor. That's not true to Jocelyn.
No, it isn't.
And so if you're gonna be doing that, I feel like she's got to be a little more true to her core. Especially if she's trying to pull one over on people who know her.
Right. Yeah.
Vaughn isn't too savvy since he didn't notice that Emma took the custodian keys. Well, we really haven't even left the brown dog yet, so he might notice once he's done smooching up on Jocelyn.
He might. He might. Hey, Anna was just full of questions though, for sure. She already smells something.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
absolutely, she does.
Everything's just so fishy about everything in your life, Emma. Everything's fishy. Oh gosh, Kaiwan wants Dalton to be the Dr. David Hayward of General Hospital and have that open the door for David Hayward to return. Dr. David Hayward's my cousin.
I would love that.
Rocco was bothering me, says Daisy. Lulu is your mom and Dante is your dad. Well, I mean, again, it's all about choice. There's no question. Here's the thing. Even we talked about even with the surprise of my sibling, right? My younger sibling, right? There's still an element of, well, I mean, this was the only kid you could possibly have been. Even with the surprise, I mean, this little swimmer met this little place, and we baked, and then you came out. From Rocco's point of view, one little swimmer and this little egg they met, and then this little swimmer and this egg met, and this little swimmer and this egg met, and they were all put in a drawer. And then the one that was taken out was me. Why that one? Why am I not Samantha? Why am I not Jennifer? Why am I not Benjamin? Why am I not anybody but who I am?
Well, he was Benjamin for a hot minute.
You know what I mean.
I know.
And it all comes down to the choice that somebody who isn't my parents made because they literally stole me from a refrigerator and decided that I should be born. This is his trouble. not who are my mom and dad.
Right. I wonder what's Oma gonna have to say about it?
I can't wait. Like, I didn't know how Obrecht and Britt were going to be returning. As soon as kind of like rumblings started to come out, then also on the show, so the show clearly timed it to be correct, especially with the Jonathan Jackson departure. I really feel as though it was very intentional to kind of pull some of the heat off to JJ.
Sure.
So I had no idea how it was going to go down, though. And it's very exciting for me, I guess, as a viewer, to have this potential new development reaching way back, bringing the whole Benjamin Rocco thing back to life, and also utilizing Finn Carr, who's the actor who plays Rocco, in a good way. Clearly, no offense to Ashton and Tonneson, who plays Danny, but clearly of those two, General Hospital feels like they might have a little bit more story to tell about Rocco than Danny, at least at this moment in time.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right now. Yeah. You know, all right. If Lulu, right now, since she's so upset about all this, and everything, all right, Lulu, get a clue, baby. If your other child doesn't know how she came about, this is the time to go tell her.
I would have to say that Valentine had told Charlotte. I would
hope so.
I have to believe that Valentine was driving up and down the European roads or sometime before. Story time, Charlotte, by the way.
Let me tell you what a jerk I can be.
I mean, because by the time Valentine and Charlotte had separated, he had so much respect for his daughter that I doubt that he would have tried to keep it a secret. And even then, we also have to remember that Charlotte, she was birthed by whatever her name is, right? All of this time, Claudette.
Yes.
So Claudette was the birth mom, Valentine the biological father, Lulu the biological mother.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte was young, but alive enough to learn, oh, you're my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be an element there of already knowing that, oh, I learned later on in my life that this is my mother and not this Claudette person. That could have lended to a question being asked earlier than Rocco was inspired to, because Rocco didn't have that info.
But she could very well not know that Valentine did this on his own.
I guess Lulu needs to call Charlotte. Unless she's upstairs at that house, which I guess she would be. I would imagine she is.
She would be.
I don't think she's living at the Quartermains. So
No.
she should walk upstairs and be like, Charlotte, honey, we need to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, Dad already talked to me about that. No, it's not about that. No. It's sort of about that. And about how we didn't, and you're still and you came about anyway. So let's discuss. You see, classically, I can't have my own babies. Now, if I can, I haven't.
No, if Lulu.
They had to have had a reason to do the whole thing.
Yeah, they did, but I don't know that she can't carry a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she can't get pregnant, but I don't know that she can't. Maybe she didn't need a surrogate.
I don't know. Maybe you don't need a surrogate, but needed help with the conception. I don't know.
And if they said something all those years ago, I don't remember it.
I don't. I think that they could take it either way, but it would be more likely that I feel like, honey, we have to have a talk. Dad already told me all about how he stole me and like stole the egg portion of me and decided that he's going to be the dad, and then convinced Claudette to be a part of it, and then you found out later on in some Christmas miracle because you just felt our connection. I know, and I know because I actually watched that sequence. I was there for Christmas hanging out with you, and you told me all about it. Oh, that's Valentine's kid. He stole the egg, but Lulu's been feeling a connection to this little girl as if it's hers. And they're looking at her in the hospital for some reason. And she's like, oh, that's my daughter, isn't it? Valentine's like, yeah, that is. Yes, I saw it. Lulu just having embryos all over the world, says Rebecca, and yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
She's got an embryo in California. She's got one in New York. She's got one in Europe. She's got one in London. She's got one in Moscow, just in case, she needs to go over to Moscow. She's got a
There
baby
you go. I
ready.
wonder. So, yeah. Do they all? I guess their embryos are still there.
I guess. And I just think it would be an interesting, at least, it doesn't have to be a 6-month development in the story, but it would be interesting for a
Britt
scene.
Britt can walk in the door with a baby on her hip.
And be like,
I did it again.
We find out that Rocco actually has 6 brothers and sisters because Obrecht has grown them.
Exactly.
One of them is going to be Britta, I know it. One of them would become my daughter. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Lisa Obrecht, I am so excited for your return. And also the email to her is just like this. Remember last week we talked about doors? This one is click opened. So we are the countdown now to big returns. That's the title this week of this week's podcast. The countdown to big returns is on, Mama.
Yes.
Because we folks, I don't know if you know. If you know, then you go, oh, I know. But you don't have to say so. But it's not just those 2, folks. There's going to be a surprise third returning character with these 2, from my understanding. Now, I am open to being wrong.
Oh, now, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. A third returning character. Now, listen. If you know, don't shout it. Because, don't. But from my understanding, and I'm open to being wrong, folks. I'm always open to being wrong. But from my understanding, there's a surprise third character coming on back with Obrecht and Britt. Whoever Britt will be. Whoever Kelly Tebow is.
I love it. I love it.
And his name is Jasper Jax. I'm
No.
kidding. No way in hell unless it's a new person.
It got to be a new person. There's
No way.
Ingo's never coming back on the General Hospital.
He continues to try to sue that show.
So did you see the scene where Jason is talking to Rocco?
I did. Yes, that was Wednesday.
So I saw in next week's previews, it looks like Lulu is trying to tell Jason, stop talking to my kid.
Yeah.
That's the impression I get. Now, I Stone Cold, I know this is going to be Jason's response to Lulu. Okay, I will not suit out Rocco. But if he comes to me and asks me questions, I will answer them, and I will answer them truthfully. However, I won't go find him.
I won't come to your house when he calls me anymore. She wasn't happy about it.
No, he wasn't.
She wasn't. No. She was, oh, Jason, what are you doing here? Oh, Rocco has some questions about Britta. Well, what'd you say? Yeah, the good stuff. What?
Exactly.
Jason, you have to understand, my name is Lulu Falconieri, and when I have an enemy, they are always bad people. There is no redemption in my heart. Not for Brooklyn, not for Britta, and you will not ever say anything good about either one of those 2 to my son, Rocco.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's going to be Jason's response, though. I think Jason's going to tell her, well, if he comes and finds me and asks me something, I'm going to talk to him.
Here's the thing. So they've changed Britta, all right? She's not the Britch anymore. They moved mountains in order to redeem her personality. And so I think that conversation that Jason had with Rocco was important for the audience who might still be predisposed to be like Lulu, who's like, that B word. Mm-hmm. Gosh. Right. And so it reminds us that, oh, well, her heart, like the Grinch, her heart grew 3 times when she had to give you up. She found the love of life through your little face when she called you Benji, when she was feeding you and changing her little butt and wiping your butt and all that stuff, because she only had you for 6 months, so she only had like the crappy parts. Okay, she didn't get the fun. She got bubble tummies. She got spit up. Okay, she got the blanket she got the towel over the shoulder. She got mornings and feedings and this and that and the other thing. By the time you were ready to babble and roll over and crawl and play, she had to give you away.
She had to give you up. She did fall in love with. She did fall in love.
It makes me think.
When she was pregnant, though, when Britt was pregnant, she didn't. She wasn't loving on that belly at all.
No, it was a tool. Remember Esme? Esme, the tool of the baby, and then my
Yes.
little Ace in a hole, and then through
Yes.
naming the baby Ace and being locked in an attic, my only companion, she found a bond with the baby that was growing inside of her. He was no longer a tool, but now her son.
Yes.
And that the same thing happened. You're not genetically mine, but I'm going through all of this. I birthed you, now I'm holding you in my arms, and this is not what I expected to feel, but wow, what a journey we've already been on together.
Yeah.
Where are we going to go from here, Benjamin? So like I get it. And then having two.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you understand, and you want, and you should, and I dream, but I can't, and I know I can't.
I know.
It's hurtful. It's hurtful even if you did the wrong thing.
It is. Almost going to tell him, my Britta loved you.
So much she cried. She cried so much. She called me crying. She said, "Oh, great." That is not Dr. Obrecht at all.
No.
That's so funny, though. Okay. Lulu can call in Jason for anything but to tell the truth, says Chandra, and you're right. All right. If she was in a burning building, hey, Jason, it'd be like, oh no, Luke's kid.
Yeah.
He'd run over there.
Speaking of burning buildings, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Christina, Sidwell, Marco.
Well, Marco. Speaking of burning, Marco is. Oh, he got a. He's
I'm on the dark side
out.
now with you, Dad.
Yes, he is out for revenge. He's
Exactly what I wanted.
gonna change his name to Marco Sidwell.
As soon as Natalia is out of the picture, I'm going to manipulate my son to joining me in my nether endeavors. Nether endeavors.
Why is his name Rios?
Because he did not want to be associated with criminal Sidwell, and good God, I'm not going to be a Ramirez. So I'm going to go with my abuela's last name, Rios.
Probably, huh?
Something like that.
That's probably something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Because Blaze's last name, Allison's last name was the same as...
It's Ramirez. Yeah.
Yeah, was Ramirez. Like Natalia.
Yeah, and her dad's name is probably Ramirez. Ramirez, I imagine, maybe Rios is Natalia's maiden name and Ramirez is the married name.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe she kept Ramirez. Like Nurse Baldwin, still Nurse Baldwin. If you're an Elizabeth fan out there, how do you feel about it, huh?
Yeah.
Very clearly stated this week, Nurse Baldwin. Still a Baldwin.
Yeah.
Has not returned to Weber. The Weber, there are not a nary a Weber. Nary a Weber with the name. That means that there's nary a Hardy. And there's certainly no Hardys with the name. That family's gone from General Hospital.
It is. Yeah. That would be kind of interesting to bring somebody, have a doctor come or something. That's some long lost Hardy.
Not even a long loss. Just not like the Hardys relocated from Port Charles in a degree, I guess. There has to be some nieces or nephew Hardys out there that were introduced on the show, moved away but weren't killed off and never revisited.
Yeah.
There has to be. I don't know anything about General Hospital before the WSB. Like all of that, folks, soaps have been on since like the dawn of time. Okay, I don't know if you remember.
Or radio.
But General Hospital started in the 60s. You know this. I don't need to go over it with you. But also, there has been eras of soaps. And really, when it comes down to it, the 80s was a really, big era of soaps and kind of the earliest memories that today's audience kind of has. There are people out there that remember Doug and Julie, and they remember Luke and Laura. Of course they remember. Of course you remember those big moments and those big hits.
Sure.
But when it comes down to it, the heart and the heyday of the shows, all of them, was in the 80s and beyond. 80s through the mid-90s until O.J. Simpson. There was a good 15 years of 80 through 95 of just soap heyday where they were super strong.
Heyday, and there were so many soaps on television.
Right. And so I think too that there's a lot of nothing really happened before 1980 that exists in people's memories much anymore. The big stuff, of course. But the little beats, the details, the little characters that came through this little offshoot cousin and nephew and family member that was on for maybe 2 or 3 years and then just was done from 1972 to 1976. I think that there's a lot of lost characters, I think, in that time because of how big and bright the 80s are in comparison when you put those two next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So there could be all kinds of room for Hardys and Webbers to return in a large, strong form.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to get it with the Gannons through Isaiah.
Well, yeah, that
You
would be.
know, we don't ever need to see the Gannons from One Life to Live. But if we ever do say, oh yeah, my family's from Lambview. Oh hey
Yeah.
Lulu, I'll give you a ride to Lambview. I'm gonna go see my uncle.
There you go.
All you got to do is that, and boom, now you get the Gannons on the show
Yep.
from One Life to Live. And it's a Gannon that you never met before, and is tangentially, and then now he can impregnate Portia, and now there's another Gannon, and blah 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 blah. And folks, I did some sitting with it, and I really analyzed myself. Tommy can come back. Tom Jr., Tom and Simone, boom.
There you
That's
go.
what Chandra said. I don't know who they are, but there you go. Two characters that they could just be like, oh, we have a gaggle of kids and nephews, and oh, by the way, we got divorced and he had another kid, and then we got back together, and then boom, we're coming back, and there's 10 of us. You know, they could do it. They could do it like the Greens over in Days of Our Lives, just a whole family of Greens.
Yeah. True.
Oh gosh, I was gonna talk about something else. I forgot though. You know, Ma, I was just spitting.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Charlie's done. Burned down. We're not. No more Charlie.
No more
set.
Charlie's. Charlie's is done. Charlie's is done. I think.
more
I think. I
Charlie's
think that's
set.
why they built the brown dog or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, the brown. Yeah, the brown dog.
Sarah, Elizabeth's sister, Sarah. Yeah, that's right. Didn't she die?
Yeah.
She didn't die. Nah, she just left town. She
just
was also like that's a great character. That's a good mention, Don. That's one of those characters that came in for 5 years, kind of did her little thing, and nobody ever really thinks about her anymore.
No, and she hasn't been on the show in a long, long time.
Right, right. Lucas, he's taking his man's side. Oh, we were talking about the whole Sidwell situation and stuff. Okay, I was saying that, ooh, now that Natalie's out of the way, I'm going to immediately try to sink my teeth into my son and bring him into the dark side. And that's what he's done, Ma. He sat that boy down and he was just like, listen, Sonny did this, and this is why, and this is why, and this is why, and this is why. Now go.
Yeah, and
No, Dad.
I
We're
will
going
be
to do it together.
surprised. I will be surprised if they decide to actually have Sonny go after Marco and try to physically hurt him.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's always been kind of like a Sonny wouldn't do that.
Well,
in the
they're going to do
past.
it now, and I think it's for the sake of story. It's so they can throw Margot up on a meat hook, and for Sidwell to come into the room, and for them to have the moral off of Sonny. I would never. I didn't. I couldn't. I would never. Blah, 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 blah. And I think it's great that Sonny and Jason like just are like, oh yeah, Sidwell did this, of course.
Yeah.
Woo hoo? No way in hell. She's been sitting in her corner, leaving us alone. She's just gonna send her goons
Yeah.
to come kill us. Come on.
They saw through that immediately.
Immediately, so they're like, "Oh yeah, this is Sidwell." So I think it's to lead into that into the moral face-off between Sidwell and Sonny, so they can have their debate over and from Adrian Anchondo, I think I'm sure I'm butchering it in some sort of American fashion by saying Anchondo. There has to be some sort of like other way of saying it that's more accurate.
Probably.
Regardless, from his Instagram, he's somebody that likes to lift weights.
Oh.
So you know, when they do throw him on the meat hook, people are gonna like it.
He's gonna be beefy, huh?
He'll be yeah, he's beefy. Remember, you know how you're like, oh, I hope Eloy comes in and he's all like kind of older and handsome and beefy and stuff, and older as in like not 21.
Right.
You know, that's what you got through Marco. Like really,
Yeah,
you
they
got your
just
wish.
changed his name, that's all.
And Eloy's still out there too. Who knows what the future is, especially if Jacqueline Grace Lopez wins that Emmy. Full circle, hello. Lucas has taken his man's side. He certainly is. He's trying to protect Marco from his worst demons, and he is failing quickly.
Yes.
Recruiting Carly.
I don't think Marco and Lucas are going to last.
No. Well, Marco's going to quickly fall to the dark side, and it's going to be all Sidwell's fault. And then when Sonny comes after him inevitably, it's just going to be more justification that he's making the right choice and trying to go after him. So all is not well in Gangland, in Soapland, in Port Charles. Joss's storyline, WSB Anna will become her mentor. I hope so. I hope Anna becomes her mentor. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, Daisy. That would be.
That would be.
If Sunny hurts Lucas via Marco, all hell will break loose with Carly. I'm really not sure what the future is, Don. Anything. So many doors.
Oh my gosh,
Nothing but
yes. Oh
doors.
my gosh. Yes. If Lucas got hurt somehow in some way that when Sonny's going after Marco and then he winds up getting hurt, oh yeah. Carly's gonna freak the heck out. She had a conversation with him earlier and she like mentioned all the stuff, you know?
Yeah.
She like all the things that happened.
Maybe
And the
Lucas can pull Marco from the dark side before all of
Hey,
that.
your son got shot in the head and then someone tried to burn him to death.
So many bad things have happened to Michael. So many bad things. And then all Christina on this side. And now we're encroaching on Marco. Lucas is trying to protect. Carly is getting sucked in and she doesn't want to be. That's for sure. So it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Don is betting on Lucas and Marco making it. And maybe Lucas can pull Marco away from the dark side just before the nick of time. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. I didn't write it. But he might be able to sit him down and say, hey, man, this isn't what you do. This isn't who you are. This is who you've resisted being this whole time. And now that you're hurt, you're trying to find an easy way to a solution to make yourself feel better. Well, Marco, I'm here to tell you that it's not going to work. You're not going to feel better.
No,
you know
I
why?
want
I
Marco.
know what. Anyway, what's up?
Marco has to lean into his Sidwell side, okay? I want to see it.
Well, we need the bad guys, right?
The bad
And there's nothing more compelling than watching a good guy fall to the bad. Especially if the heart is broken of somebody we like Lucas.
I know.
Anyway, Ma. Anyway. Kai and Trina have broken up. Of course.
Yeah. Kai, I just don't think he understands what he was stepping into. That's all.
I think that Kai's just a stupid ass. Like, I don't know what else to say. He's just stupid. He's dumb. I don't know how he thought this could have gone any other way. I don't know how he thought Trina would see the all right in this. Oh, I can't let dishonesty last. You have to understand.
Yeah.
Kai, you didn't even know half the story. Well, I know somebody was lying. Yeah, but you don't know why. You don't know for how long. You don't know. Basically, you villainized my parents to pick the white guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not good. Poor Kai, he looked like a kick dog. Well, he was. All right? She verbally kicked him, and she should have physically kicked him. He has a lot of shin. All right? She has a lot of surface area to connect with the. All right?
Well, Drew came back at the end of the week, and he's blackmailing her parents again.
Big time, of course, because that's what he does. And they're still under the thumb, and they couldn't get out, and this is just another volley in the war.
And now Curtis has to run all these of the story and everything, and he's trying to do damage control, calling people, hey, the front of the. I forgot their publication.
Cover? Oh, Invader, right?
Yeah, the cover of the Invader asked if Sonny killed her. Well, not killed her.
Well, the Port Charles Daily or something, I guess, was that
Yeah.
particular magazine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of his publications. They
Yes.
told him he said you had to do it on all the
All of them.
publications.
You see, you gotta put, somebody did this so we could loot the stocks, right? Because that's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
we're not.
how pissed is Sonny gonna be though when
Hey,
Curtis
what is this?
has to tell him?
Curtis, I thought we were friends, man. I thought we got along.
Michael have to do some damage control for Curtis.
It's gonna be. I mean, just what's great about GH Mons, just week after week, revelation after revelation, unfolding after unfolding. I was writing down the notes, Mother. I was writing down the notes for this week, okay? And I wrote down a character's name. And usually what I do is people who share a scene together, I'll write them, right? It's just a little memory jog. Oh yeah, these two shared them, and then I'll remember. We'll talk. The chat will say something. La 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 la. It's become this spider web. Because they're not silos of characters anymore. I wrote down Michael, and he wound up three things. He got three things. He got three things going on.
He does.
Brooklyn too. I mean, Rocco spilled into stuff, and then because Rocco's spilling into the Brit thing, which spills into Jason and all of that nonsense, right? And back into Brooklyn and Geo, and it's interesting too because at the same time, with all of my notes being a spider web, the show is also unfolding in a way where you don't have to watch it. Not that I'm saying I don't. I'm saying you don't have to watch it. You just kind of have to watch it a little bit. If you catch 2 episodes a week, Ma, you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
Well,
good.
yeah, you are.
I
You
mean,
are,
you're not rock solid, but you're
no,
good.
you're gonna miss plenty of good stuff.
But you're gonna miss some really really great stuff. But when it comes to the heavy
Yeah.
beats of the show, you can watch the show twice a week and be able to follow along with what is this story right now. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking about my dude, my partner, my guy on the other side of this door here, who comes in and out. Da 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 da. He's not invested in soaps, but sometimes with the new space, he is exposed to soaps now. So so he'll catch things, and for some reason, I guess it's because it's a lead story. But oftentimes it's going to be Brooklyn talking about Geo is something that he'll pass by the TV constantly on a regular basis, and that will be a scene that is playing when he is in the room. And I was thinking about it, and based off of that scene that he saw 3 weeks ago, and the one that he saw last week, and what he saw this morning when I was watching Friday, that guy totally knows that Dante and Brooklyn are Gio's parents. Brooklyn lied about having a baby, and they are not getting along in any way, shape, or form. And good God, does she wish they did? He'd know that
Yeah.
just from watching little brief scenes over the last 3 weeks. So good job,
Yeah.
GH. Good job making it easy to consume, easy to understand. Really.
Well, yeah, soap operas are produced and written with that in mind a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I love character webs, says Chandra, and really, it's really webby right now. Sincerely, it's very webby, and it's webby in a way that makes it feel like a community and not like a conspiracy. Like, well, where are we going to shove this person? How is this going to fit there? Like, it comes about because of the proximity of the relationships and the motivations for each of the characters, which means that all of this intertwining is earned and justified and enhances and enriches the story and the show as we're watching it, and doesn't lead to conversation. It still happens because people are never satisfied, but it takes away from the why is this person always involved in this story conversation,
Yeah.
because everything seems to be blending a little more naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. The umbrella is quite wide.
It's wide, and I like umbrellas, and I also like talking about all them doors, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
All them doors. All them doors. So
doors.
I'm excited for that. We should close today talking about your experience on James's channel. How'd you do? Was it fun?
It was fun.
Okay, cool. So Mon did the Soaps Podcasters Roundtable. So she did with James. It was what's her name? Amanda? Angel from Queers and Soaps. And Mama Cat. So you sat around talking about soap ops. What,
That was on Thursday.
That was on Thursday. What was your favorite part? The whole thing. Oh, how political.
Well, nothing stands out, honestly.
It was a good, fun conversation.
It was just fun. It was just fun.
And you stuck to talking about podcasting and about just overall overview on soaps, how they are, what it means to you, likes, dislikes,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
We didn't talk about story,
But you talked about the concept
story.
of soaps.
Yes, we talked about that, and we talked about story a little bit, but it's not like we did a recap of anything.
Right. You're mostly like the concept and the art. My kind of conversation.
Yes.
Well, that's good, Ma. I'm glad that you had a great time. So, folks, if you want to check that out, you can go over to the James Lott Jr. Media, JLJ Media channel, and check that out. He's got a library and playlist of just a billion videos. So,
Sure does.
go check that out. I think that he was broadcasting at the same time as us, talking about the Emmys. He does it every year with an expert panel. So you're going to go check that out as well. And while you're at it, if you love spoilers, go hang out with Suds and Suds Media on Mondays. They're full of them. So I think when it comes down to it, if you want to know if Sasha's going to stay or go, I bet they have the answer.
I bet they do too.
Chandra says, I first learned of the 10th floor years ago when Mama Cat was on James's GH Mini Spotlight. She was so funny, I looked up her on her podcast. Well, look at you, Ma. You're the reason why people come to hang out with us.
Oh, I love that.
Wasn't me. It's definitely not me.
I did do, yeah. I remember talking about, we talked about Luke and Laura.
Yeah, you, Frank, and James, right? Talking about the big old wedding. Because you were there live, practically in the audience.
Yes. Yes.
My favorite podcast to drive to. Well, thank you very much, Don. I try to bring it to you every week. You know, I gotta say though, having a co-host being my mom does make it really easy to continue to do this every week for twofold. Number one, I like talking to my mom. Who doesn't? I mean, I guess a lot of people don't. But number two, also, if I'm like, I don't want to do it this week. You know what I feel like I'm doing? Letting down my mom. And so that really inspires me to continue to sit in this chair no matter how I'm feeling on a particular morning.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Gosh. So all that saying, I don't want to be here.
It's fun.
It's super fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then and in a couple of weeks, we're going to be at the GH Fan Club event. Thank you. Thank you for your massive donations this week. If you want to feel like continuing to share the love monetarily, you are welcome to with the super chat and the super thanks function. Just look for the dollar bill somewhere on your screen. Click that. I think the minimum is like $1.99 or something, because below that, YouTube's like, we're not going to bother paying the merchant for this processing. So, so I think that's the minimum. But if you want to contribute to our good time at the GH Fan Club event, anything that you can donate is going to be used for our comfort, our food, our broadcast, feeding back into the channel, anything that we can do, pay a Zoom bill, any number of things to help the podcast, we're going to be using that money for. So thank you for everybody that's made a donation.
Make sure all of y'all are subscribed, because when we're at that event, you are going to get notifications.
Yeah.
You're going to be trying to pop in.
Keep your eyeballs open for that sort of stuff. Absolutely. Because so subscribe and hit the bell icon right now. That way, in a couple of weeks, when we're at the convention, when we go live, you will get a notification on your phone or on your Windows, if you have notification set up on your Windows or Apple machines at home.
Yeah.
You'll get notified on your desktop, on your phone, all of that sort of stuff. So turn on your notifications. Please do so. Also, subscribe to the channel. It's funny out there in YouTube land. People are like, "Oh, well, I realized that only 10% of my viewers are actually subscribed." And these are massive channels who still have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like 1.6 million subscribers. Only 10% of you are actually subscribed, right? That's really not our case. Like 75% of you are actually subscribed. So thank you very much for that. But for the 25 who isn't, hit that button.
Hit the button.
Hit the button.
Pee Wee Herman come get you.
Oh gosh, Pee Wee Herman. I don't even know when I'm bringing him out, I guess. I gotta watch that Paul Rubens documentary. We should watch the Paul Rubens documentary and podcast about it.
Okay.
I'm sure you got all sorts of Matt Loves Pee Wee Herman memories up there in your brain.
I wish I had my Pee Wee Herman doll.
I remember the Pee Wee Herman doll, Ma. I remember it. You pull the thing. It's like, I'm Pee Wee Herman. Who are you? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, boy. Anyway. You're right, Chandra. We are 22 away from 1,000. So subscribe. Because once you do, guess what? You gotta wait 10 seconds to watch our videos after that, because you're gonna be shown a Dove ad.
Exactly. Oh boy, that sure does help us.
It sure does. It really would. I would love to get that. Just the $20 a month from YouTube.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Oh no, it totally is. Oh yeah, absolutely. And because of viewers like you, anyway.
And beyond.
Anyway, we're just spinning. Get on the elevator. Go back down to the first floor, folks. Get on out of this hospital and climb into your cars. Tune your radios to previous episodes of the 10th Floor, which you can find on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. If you can't find it on your favorite podcasting platform, you can reach out to us on Blue Sky at 10th Floor GH. And I'll send you in the right direction. Beyond that, hang out with us on socials. Join the soap conversation all week long. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and the like. And I'll do my best for Rebecca to proliferate the posts off of just Twitter. And share the love. A lot more.
Yeah.
I try to. It sucks because I avoid the Facebook because there's so much spam commentary on Facebook that I feel like it's annoying. But I'll just get over it. I'll just get over it, folks. That's what I'll do. I'm just gonna get over it. There was a donation on the Buy Me a Coffee that I did not thank people for, and it's an old donation too, so I feel kind of bad for it. I want to pull that up right now as you're tuning your radios to previous episodes of the 10th Floor, which you can find on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Don actually just bought us 3 Corinthos coffees. Thank you very much, Don. Hello, Rochelle. Thank you very much for the voice acting link. And then one more on here. I gotta scroll a little bit because, like I said, it's kind of old. Glinda! Thank you very much, Glinda, for your Buy Me a Coffee donations as well. Okay.
Got a cousin named Glenda.
Yes. And there's a movie coming out with a Glinda as well. It's called Wicked 2. All right. That's it, folks. Go spend some time with your families. We'll be back at 1:30 to talk about Days of Our Lives, Beyond the Gates, and more Emmys.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, guys.